So there we go. We got officers going out. And again, this is in 4K. So if you're not watching this on Google Chrome, I believe it is, you can't really watch it in 4K, I don't think. So maybe watch this in Google Chrome so you can see it in 4K. Welcome to mikegolden Games, and welcome back to This is the Police. So it's been quite a few months since I've played this game. This is actually the game I started playing when I rebooted my gaming channel back in, I think it was August. But anyways, let's get inside. We're going to be on, I think, day 6. Is this day? We'll see, we'll see. But hope you guys will like this episode. Day 7, okay, July 21st. Alright, so we got racist gangs run wild in the city. Investigation into Francis Kendrick could resume. Second tower to be built in Freiburg. Alright, so if you haven't seen, these other episodes, maybe go check them out. I'll have probably annotation or something like that going to the other videos. But again, yeah, Grand Theft Auto, updated again, so I still haven't been able to get it up and running yet. So that's why I'm going to do this video, which I've been wanting to go back to this as well. Okay, I thought there was something wrong with OBS, but no, we're good. Let's listen to this.
Petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on.
It doesn't sound
something
good.
Bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freiburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions. Myself, I kind of like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water.
That's kind of nasty.
It's something to think about.
Alright then. Alright, Martin Stett is your new deputy. Alright, so we got a new officer, it looks like. My father got drunk and beat my mother again. This time it looks pretty bad. I like to go to them. Can I have the day off? They're kind of a crappy cop anyways, so again, to reiterate what's going on. Okay, this star up here is 15 points. Basically, I believe it's 120 or 150 is like a good cop, like an average, they'll do a good job. So I believe that's what it is. Let's, yeah, sure, they can. But yeah, I believe 150 right here, like this officer. They're like the bar minimum for a good cop. So they'll do a good job. And then we got 2 detectives down here. He's got 350 points. That's good. This guy's got 460 as well. Damn, he's doing pretty good. All right, and then this is shift A. There's 2 shifts, because I don't know if it's shift A is one day, shift B is the next day, or if it's night and day shifts. I don't quite remember. It's been, like I said, what, 6 months or so since I've played this game? Something like that. Buying records. New records can be obtained. Okay, that we can't do, I don't think, because copyright issues, I think. In the Ulrich list catalog, you can always find a rich assortment at the lowest possible prices. Pre-order and save. I'm not going to do this, just I don't want to get copyright strike. I don't know if it's copyrighted music, so we'll just go to the map. So now this is going to be the city map. So here's the city. Okay, the Mafia can offer you some very interesting services. You're practically a member of the family now, so it will hardly cost you a thing. Okay, then. And then we also have the SWAT down there. Affairs, okay. So this is still very beginning of the game. I think I've only played like 3 hours of the game. The Sands. The Sand Services. Crime Trap. The Mafia will falsify a special crime in progress report, and all the officers who arrive at the scene will be killed. What? So I can have my own officers killed? What? Okay. Investigation Trap. The Mafia will falsify a special investigation, and the detective who arrives on scene will be killed. Only one detective. Threaten. Mafia will intimidate members of the committee before the hearing at the prosecutor's office. That one could be a good one. But okay, I don't want to kill any of my cops. They're all alright. In the last episode or so of this, there was a mission that I had to fire all my black cops, or else this, racist gang will like start terrorizing the town. I said I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. So now, we got this, racist group here that's like attacking people and stuff. Your new assistant is no Kendrick, but he's not as useless as he might seem. He can handle some of your duties when you're pressed for time, but lunch is on you, along with any other expenses. Okay, interesting. Alright, so let's start the day. It looks like it is 7:07 a.m. Deputy, okay. So this is all new stuff right now. Police Academy, send your staff for training, hire a snitch, buy names, barbecue, send employees to an informal outdoor... Consulting detective, buy silence. I'll send some of my officers to the police academy. How much money do I have? 8,000. That sounds good. I think I'll send. You know what? Yeah, I'll send her because she's my lowest officer at the moment. This guy's old. This guy looks old as well. I don't want to waste my money on old officers just because they're going to be retiring soon, anyways. This guy's a detective. I could send him as well. Oh, can I not? Okay, so I guess that's fine. I'll just send her. So that's good. Okay, now the actual day has started. This is the police station. That's the city hall. What can we do here? Job slot, officer. Request an expansion of your staff. SWAT upgrade. Request improvement in equipment for the SWAT team. Detective, request a detective, and raise, request an increase in your weekly salary. You have to wait 5 days between sending requests to City Hall. So I have to wait 3 days for the next request. Okay, so we got a call here. So let's see. Theft. Bigfoot Athletic Shoes Shop. A shoe store clerk reports that 2 teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then without paying ran out of the store, or ran out of the shop wearing the new shoes. Alright, I think I can send this guy, and then we'll send, she's at the academy right now. Alright, we'll send her. And then once they do a good job, too, they get increased stars, or basically rank, or experience. So we'll progress. So there we go, we got officers going out. And again, this is in 4K, so if you're not watching this on Google Chrome, I believe it is, you can't really watch it in 4K, I don't think. So maybe watch this in Google Chrome so you can see it in 4K. If you have a 4K monitor, of course. Or TV. Alright, so we're just waiting for other calls. Right now it seems like a kind of slow day. It's already 10:20. Alright, so we got another call. The teens are standing around smoking not far from the store, admiring their new shoes. Alright, so this is weird. 2 calls popped up at the same time. So this one's the previous one. This one's the new one. This one, I think, is what it's telling me to do right now. Hey, mind if I have a cigarette? Time to return the shoes. I'll say, what should I do, guys? What should I do? Hey, mind if I have a cigarette? Time to return those shoes. Try to grab one of the boys. I'll say, hey, mind if I have a cigarette?
911.
Yes, we caught them. Sweet. Oh, look at that. See, they got experience, too. Nice. All right, so we'll close that. And now we have to wait for those 2 officers to actually return to the station before we can send them on another call. So we... Oh, attempted murder. Hashtag attempted murder. Some of you might know what that means. Suburb. A man returned from work earlier than usual and found his young wife in bed with her lover. The maid called the police when she saw the husband taking a hunting rifle from the wall cabinet. So we'll definitely send our most ranked officer. And then we'll send... I'm not going to waste my next highest ranking officer. I'll send this guy, and then this guy, and this guy. So now we're kind of running low on officers. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, hopefully. We just have to wait for those other 2 officers to return to the station. But I do hope you guys are liking the episode so far. You know, if you do, maybe hit that like button. But I do plan to keep doing LSPDFR videos if you guys are worrying. Don't need to worry. I just have to wait for it to update. And I just want to kind of switch things up a bit because LSPDFR hasn't been updated in forever. So there's not really any new callouts at the moment. So hopefully they'll be updating that as well. But alright, municipal assignment from City Hall. Today in Freiburg, we're hosting the premiere of Back to the Future. Sweet! The film's distributors have asked the city for an officer to stand at the door and ensure that visitors don't bring their handheld cameras into the theater. Alright, I will send this guy, I guess, just because, I guess. He's, you know, a high-ranking officer. We should get a good amount of money, I think, from this call, hopefully. Okay, so we have a report from the attempted murder. We caught the offender. Officers unharmed and civilians unharmed. Nice, they did a good job. This is a really cool game. I can't believe I stopped playing it. You know, I just got so, you know, caught up with doing LSPDFR videos. But this is a really cool police game, I gotta say. Alright, so we got another call here. Assault, Freiburg Elementary School. A young father, deprived of his parental rights, tried to pick up his daughter from school. When he wasn't allowed access, he attacked a teacher, knocked her to the ground, and started kicking her. What the... Alright, I feel like I need to have another officer, but... Unless, I don't know... I'll send her? Maybe that means she gets bonus XP? That could be. So we'll send her. I'm going to guess that's what it means. It gives them bonus XP for a certain amount of time. What is this? Hold on. Ulrich Bieber, City Center. Mr. Boyd, I have a very sensitive issue with our mutual friend Charles Dill. Said you could help me with. As you may already know, I own the largest music store in Freiburg. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in a lawsuit. There's a lot of rare records. My ex is very afraid of the police and always tries to act like a law-abiding citizen. If some of your guys went over there in uniform and told her those records were evidence in an important investigation, she'd smile and give them whatever they asked for. Not even check into the warrant. Alright, I'll send a highly, okay. So yeah, I'll send my highest ranking officer, and then these 2 lower ones, this is kind of illegal. But we got to make money, guys. We got to make money. So I think what the goal is, we're supposed to make like $100,000 or $500,000 by the time we retire, which is, I think they said like 6 months or something like that. What's going on? Crime in progress. Disorderly conduct. Gallery of Modern Art. A guard says that someone got into the exhibition hall, scrolled pictures of penises on the artwork, and hid in the closet. Alright, can I add the SWAT to that? No, okay. Oh, wait, that guy's actually really highly ranked. Who is this guy? Okay, so yeah, 210 points. He should be able to handle the case. Okay, so we got a report from the assault. The offender was caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Nice. See, I don't know what sending her to the police academy did. Alright, we have a mafia assignment. Jack, we have something going down today at engineering plant at 2209. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing into the party. I think $4,000 should be enough for such a request. $4,000. Don't show up. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. So we got a report from Ulrich Bieber. Chief, we helped Ulrich Bieber, and to thank us, he gave us Gennaro Crespo album. The Master. True, Birch Jr. prefers glam, so he was really sad at the bar by the time the shift ended. Really? See, and that's the other thing. When they're low officers like that, like this guy with the 40 stars here, they kind of screw up a lot more. And like this guy, he got sad because it was the wrong album. Freaking bitch. Now he's just drowning himself at the bar. That's what happens when you have shitty officers. Which, you know, in Grand Theft Auto, you know, LSPDFR, you know, sometimes those officers just run right into you, you know. Alright, from Ulrich Bieber, thanks for the help, Mr. Boyd. $3,000, nice. And then it's another call that we're going to get. Oh, so it's now nighttime, so the lights came on inside. Basically, this is the city, like, map on a table. You know what I mean? Like in Iron Man, I believe. One of the Iron Man movies, he had the table of the town or whatever. You know, it's just like a model of the city, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Disorderly conduct. All the lights are on when the police arrive. The museum caretaker explains that he's only had the job a couple of weeks, and he's worried he's going to be fired over this foolishness. The police calm him down, and he points out the bathroom stall that the artist locked himself inside. Enter the adjoining stall. Come on with your hands up. Break down the door. Break down the door? Oh, A terrified and tearful young man holding a knife insists that he's engaged in some kind of performance art and that no one understands him. He refuses to surrender and is threatening to stab himself. Taser, taser, taser. Tell me more about your work. Don't worry, you're not in any trouble. Tell me more about your work, I'll say. The offender escaped. Officer unharmed. Damn, okay. Use your taser next time. Damn it. Hey, it happens. It happens. We lost the suspect. Not too good, but you know what? Nobody was hurt, so that's alright. Alright. It looks like the day is almost over. Alright, so remember, we can't respond to that one call at the... Where did they say? Some plant or something? I think it was like right about now. No, 22 maybe? Was it 2200? Well, hopefully you guys are liking the episode so far. Not sure how long it's going to be. Engineering plant. Okay, see, I'm going to get paid $4,000 not to show up to that. Can't show up. Can't show up. See, again, we're working with the mafia. Not sure why, really, but that's what we're supposed to do to make money. All right, here we go. Thank you for your troubles. Thank you for doing what we asked. Here's the amount we agreed on, $4,000. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Engineering plant. Offender escaped. All right. So we didn't really lose anything, though. Psychological test from City Hall. Okay. From City Hall. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper stories about Thomas Blaine, the retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot a pregnant woman. To ensure this tragedy doesn't happen, or doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct a psychological testing for all the cops over 50 years of age. That includes you, Jack. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleonora Waterbury is waiting for you in her office. Don't be late. What time? Just tomorrow morning? Okay. Alright, so I think the day is about up, and that's going to be it for this episode, because I got to go to work soon. It is 10:26 right now. I start at noon today. So I got to do a little editing, and then I'll probably get out at like 10:40 p.m. tonight. So, okay, it's 3 a.m. now, and it's the end of the day. Alright. So, I'm not sure. Is this their morale? I don't quite remember. But okay, so this is Shift A. Here's Shift B. These officers are at home, I guess. So, look at this guy. This reminds me, I forget his name. It's the actor. You can probably tell who that's supposed to be. I forget what his name is in real life. But that totally looks like who I'm thinking of, if you know what I mean. Alright, so... Alright, let's end the day. Alright, guys, I hope you liked this episode. If so, please do hit that like button. It really does help me out. Let me know what you thought of it. Was this interesting? You know, and if you want to check out the older videos, just go check them out. I'll probably have a link in the description or an annotation somewhere in the video. Have a great day and see you next time. Maybe consider subscribing.